Ladies and gentlemen, Sigwalo Grim here, and welcome to yet another episode of Roster Review. This is the series where I take a look at your rosters and I tell you what teams you should be focusing on and what should be your next goals in terms of your Injustice 2 mobile progress. If you want to be a part of this series, you should click the link in the description that will lead you to my Discord server, and over there we have a channel where you can share your roster. The rules are the following: you can only submit your roster only once 24 hours, and when I decide to make a video, I will pick the most recent ones. So you basically have a chance once every 24 hours to kind of gamble at when I'm going to start recording. And if you can, if you can't, it's okay. But if we really shorten my work, if you could make a collage of your whole roster, like put them on a square like that, like 5 pages all together on a square. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching this. Like I'm a sports series, dislike it if you dislike it, maybe hit that bell button and let's get into it. First roster that we will take a look at today will be from Talon, and Talon has also left a message on Discord, and I'll just read it to you. In our roster I included the message because it was shorter and I could include it, but over here I'm just gonna read it. 8 months old account, still no all blades. Oof. Currently, top 3 raid teams are Clan Sako and Multiverse and League of Anarchy. Ignore Darkseid, haven't touched him in months. Also, all League store characters besides Power Girl and Clan Sakoman I got from raid jobs. I took Clan Sakoman to level 60 gears, one raid away from getting him to 5 stars. Also, one slot away from level 40 gears. Excuse me, for Shazam, wondering what I should focus on, especially for the remaining 3 solo raid slots. First of all, it's a pretty damn good progress for that amount of time that you have been playing for, so congratulations on that. Still can't get my head around how you haven't gotten Plant Sakoman to 6 stars so far. Maybe you just were not in the league, I guess, because you said you only buy the 2 of those from the league store or bought XP capsules. But anyway, it's great that you are on the right track. Definitely focus on Plant Sakoman and get him as soon as possible to those 6 stars. Yeah, Darkseid being top threat over there with level 60 gears at the very least. Hope it's level 60 and you didn't get him all the way to level 70. But yeah, if you have built him like a damage dealer and he got to that point, until you get other good teams, you can use him in solo raids. Like, he's not good in solo raids, but you've gotten him to the point where he's decent in solo raids compared to the other things you have. It's a very sad thing about the All Blades, and definitely don't really focus on our artifacts, except for Claws of Horse. Like, if you have, talking about the old artifacts, if you have Claws of Force, there is an option available to you to focus on it, because it's not going to be the level of All Blades damage, but it's going to provide you with a boost of damage, and at the same time, it's an artifact that you'll eventually end up leveling up anyway. Other than Claws of Force, don't invest into anything in terms of old artifacts, and focus on your All Blades. Okay, now let's get into your future investments for the teams and for solo raids. You have a choice to make between Black Adam and Silver Banshee, and the thing you need to know about this is the fact that Black Adam will be far better in Arena and Champions Arena. Silver Banshee requires much more build-up and requires her team to also be built up. With Black Adam you can get away with not even really building his team, but Silver Banshee requires herself being built and a combo builder being built. But on the other hand, there is the problem of the fact that Black Adam does less damage than Silver Banshee, so it's up to you. I would personally at this point go on Silver Banshee, I guess, because she's more better long-term investment. Black Adam is still good enough. In terms of Batman Ninja characters, I see you have Batman Gorilla Grodd and you have Batman Catwoman. And there's a few things you can do if you get Robin. So if you get Robin, you can build the Batman Gorilla Grodd, Batman Catwoman, and Batman Ninja Robin team. But if you get Robin and don't have the gears, you can replace Batman Ninja Catwoman with Lord Joker, Batman Lord Joker. He's going to, at some points, even deal more damage than her, but the problem with him is that he can't go solo in fights like Horrific Scarecrow and the solo fights in solo raids. But other than that, he will perform just as good or sometimes better than her. And if you don't have gears for Batman Jaguar, it's okay because he can be fine without the gears because he's got the infinite combo at his disposal. There are quite a few people that play him without the gears on. Uh, Other options would be, other than the Batman Ninja team, other options available to you right now would be either trying to get Black Manta or Arkham Knight Batman if you're up for legendary characters. Because I see you got Heartbreaker Harley Quinn over there. Are you the guy who said he does not have gears for her? No. No, you didn't say you don't have gears for her, so you might have gears for her. So while the other League of Anarchy team that you have been focusing on right now is very good for normal rates, for solo rates, the other team is going to perform far better for you. So a few paths that you could take is if you're willing to try and gamble for legendary, get Black Manta or Arkham Knight Batman. Arkham Knight Batman will enable the Heartbreaker Harley Quinn team, and Black Manta will have his own team that you can use in solo rates. But if it's Black Manta, just make peace with the fact that you might have to buy the $10 offer, because the chest that has his gears, it's simply not going to be good enough for me to be able to recommend. So yeah, this is going to be my advice. Definitely build Silver Banshee, start working on the Batman Ninja team if you are able to get Batman Ninja Robin. Either one of them, depending on what gears you have. Try and get Arkham Knight Batman or Black Manta as the last priority. Remember, as the last priority, because legendary characters are hard to gamble for. So yeah, this was it for this roster. Thank you very much for submitting, and I hope this was helpful. Now let's get into the next roster. Okay, so this is from Tolua. And he made this collage, and thank you very much. You saved up a lot of work with that, and at the same time you set the level of gears that you have. So I can Flansack on level 50 gears, Multiverse Armor Superior level 40 gears, Black Adam 40 gears, Shazam 40 gears, Silver Bench 40 gears, Multiverse Flash 20 gears and 150, and you got all the class artifacts including Firebox. It was made in January. It's a decent progress since then, not the best, the most optimal progress that you could have had, but it's a decent progress. I'm not going to say anything about that. So yeah, keep your class artifacts until you get either All Blades or Claws of Horse. After you get either one of them, shatter all your class artifacts or keep some metahumans artifacts to use with Firebox, like keep 2 of them to use with Firebox. But other than that, shatter all of them and invest into the All Blades or Claws of Horse. And in terms of what you should focus on next, after getting Complete Sacrament level 60 gears, well, there's a little bit of a gamble that you might want to take. Like, you have 2 options over here looking at your roster and looking at the characters that you've been focusing on so far. So you are working on Multiverse Armor Supergirl, and at the same time you are working on Silver Banshee. So out of those 2 teams, Silver Banshee will deal better damage in raids and will be better in solo raids. But on the other hand, Silver Banshee gears drop from tier 6 raids and below. So you might end up getting her her gears at level 60 without having to really build them. On the other hand, Multiverse Armor Supergirl, as far as I know, does not drop, or extremely rare does drop from raids below tier 6, but she's going to perform a little bit less good than Silver Banshee. She will be better though in Arena and Champions Arena, definitely. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to pick between Multiverse Armored Supergirl and Silver Banshee. Honestly, I go, looking at the teams that you have right now, I'd go with first Silver Banshee, then Multiverse Armored Supergirl, and then if you desire so, Black Adam. Also, a thing to consider is trying to save up some gems and getting League of Anarchy characters. Like, you're kind of reaching that threshold with your account where you will eventually need to get yourself League of Anarchy characters, so you might want to save up and invest a little bit of gems into that. At the same time, after you get League of Anarchy characters, you'll be able to farm the Batman Ninja challenge, and you do have Entangling Poison Ivy over here. I'm not sure how many gears you have over her, but I'm not sure if you're aware, but Last Left the Joker does drop from tier 6 raids, like his shards, so you might eventually be able to get your hands on him without actually opening League of Anarchy chests. So that's the thing to keep in mind, and also in considering how many gears you'll have for those specific characters, how many of the 5 gears, like if it's 3 or 4 of them, you should keep an open mind towards working on your League of Anarchy team. And that Darkseid over there, it's in a good place. Like, leave him there, don't further upgrade him at this point. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you very much for submitting your roster. Hope you found this helpful, and let's get into the next one. Next account we are going to be taking a look at is going to be from Srio. And it's Rio XD, excuse me. That's the full name. That's the literal full name. So this is one of the newest accounts that I got for this episode, and actually I think it's one that's even more newer. So Mr. Rio over here. I have done two things. First of all, setting your priorities straight. I know I say this in every video, but this is amazingly important. Get your Conflant Sakumen up to 3 stars from the League Store. After get Power Girl to 4 stars, then go back to King and get him to 6 stars. Now, you don't really have many characters over here and many teams that you can build up with them, but I'm going to tell you on your roster what is going to be long-term investments. Long-term investments means that the resources that you'll put in those characters will never really be wasted because they will have their uses later on in either raids or solo raids. And the good to use characters are characters that you are going to perform well for you in Arena and Champions Arena, and you should kind of invest in them, I guess, if you want to boost your progress over there, but they are not long-term investments in terms of raids and solo raids, at the very least at the point where your account is. So, long-term investments, Power Girl. You are going to use Power Girl until the day you quit Injustice 2 Mobile. She's a great character that will be in a lot of different teams, so investing something into her is not going to go out of the window anytime soon. Black Adam is a pretty versatile character. He can deal decent damage in raids and solo raids. Like, he's not one of the top 6 teams, but he can hold his own pretty close to them. Black Lightning is going to be a pretty decent character for Arena and Champions Arena, and I included him over here because he does decent damage in solo raids, though you won't build him for that, but he's got a very good armor piercing special tree, so he might boost your progress in terms of Arena and Champions Arena by a lot if you get him to level 20 gears. John Stewart Green Lantern is a great character, a very versatile character, and the character that you will eventually maybe build into a tank for Phase 3. And Dr. Fate is yet again the same as Power Girl, a character that will be there for you until the day that you quit Injustice 2 Mobile. Now, other characters that you got over here, you have Multiverse Supergirl. Those are characters good to use. Like, don't go hard on those. Don't go hard investing on those, but those are pretty damn good to use in Arena and CA. Multiverse Supergirl and Multiverse Captain Colt, and also Multiverse Batwoman are going to be decent choices over here. But honestly, if I were you, I would drop Multiverse Batwoman, and I would replace Black Lightning in that specific team for Arena and Champions Arena, alongside with Multiverse Supergirl and Multiverse Captain Colt. But it's up to you. Armor Superman is pretty good. Wait, I'm not sure. Yeah, by getting back to long-term investments, definitely after you get your Conflant Sakumen, start dropping all your resources into him. Raiden is pretty decent. He's pretty good in Arena and Champions Arena. Pretty decent because you got him so far at low star rating. Silver Batman is good to use. Bane is good to use. Flora Poison Ivy is good to use. Work on her special 2. Lord Joker is good. Work on his special 3. And Justice League Aquaman is decent, but he will not perform amazingly without other Justice League characters. And yeah, I know you got Justice League Batman, but let's not call that a Justice League character because I simply don't like the guy. I'm sorry. So yeah, this was it for this account. Congratulations on your progress. I hope you found this useful, and let's get into the next roster. Next up, we got Multiverse Chewie, and as far as he heads, he's 55 out of 160 shards for Conflant Sakumen. He's currently reaching Elite 2, Artifacts none, grinding Batman Jello Joker to all gears to level 20, Multiverse Batwoman to 3 stars, Tier 6 League, that's good, Heartbreaker Harley Quinn gears unavailable, and his account is 2-3 weeks old. So yeah, first of all, for that amount of time that has passed since you have made your account, this is a pretty good progress. Congratulations on that. And getting into the specific advice that I have for you, try and push for it for an arena. You can do it. It's not that hard. Go harder and try to push for it for an arena, because at this stage, early in the game, getting 4-star characters from arena is going to be very important for you. And don't worry about artifacts, since you will get a lot of artifacts from raids once you get your Conflant Sakumen and you start doing damage and you start getting in this bracket of top 10 players. Batman General Joker is pretty good to upgrade for Arena, upgrade his special tree definitely, and use him over there. But as soon as you get Confluence Aquaman, swap to investing all your resources into him. In terms of long-term investments, like the only thing that is currently in your roster as a long-term investment is Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, and you don't even have all her gears. Batman and General Joker might be a good investment for the long term, but that depends on a lot of things, so I wouldn't really put him there. So far, barely upgrade the characters that I'm going to mention next in the good to use characters. Just to the point where they are good enough for Arena and Champions Arena and can get you that Elite Four. So characters that are pretty good to use are going to be Emerald Green Lantern, Multiverse Captain Cold, Batman, Bane, Armored Superman, and I guess Deadshot if you get him anyway, even though I don't really like him. But yeah, this is everything. This is all the feedback that I can give you. Push harder for the arena because those characters are very important. Don't worry about artifacts since you will eventually get them, since you will get top 10 on your league because you will have Confluence Aquaman and that will deal some pretty decent damage. So yeah, thank you very much for submitting your roster. Hope you found this helpful and let's get into the next one. The next one we're going to take a look at is from Elite Sniper, and he also left a message on Discord that I had no room to put it over here on the screen. He said, first of all, I'm a huge fan. This is a 45 days old account. I'm really hoping to complete 4 soul rates normal, completely tier D boss. I would really like if you could guide me for soul rates such as team compositions and playstyle. Thanks in advancement. So this is a 45 days old account. God damn, man, that's pretty damn lucky. Like, you got yourself 2 of the 3 best soul rate characters. Well, you got all 3 of them if we think about it. You got Heartbreaker Harley Quinn over there, but you don't have her full team, so she does not count. But you got Confluence Aquaman and Black Manta, so that's going to be a walk in the park in terms of soul rates for you. So, first of all, I think it's pretty clear for you at this point as well, but I'm going to just mention it in there. Focus on Confluence Aquaman and Black Manta only at this point, because they are your 2 strongest characters, and having Manta so early in the game is going to do amazing for you. So definitely just focus on those 2 characters for the time being. I would go as far as getting them all the way to level 60 gears before even thinking of investing in anything else. In terms of teams for those 2 characters, Confluence Aquaman team is going to be with Dr. Fate and Atrocitus. Excuse me. Confluence Aquaman team is going to be with Dr. Fate and Atrocitus. Atrocitus is going to be a replacement for Shazam. You do not have Shazam, you shouldn't go really out of your way to get Shazam as soon as possible, but you should eventually think about getting him, I guess, or trying harder when he is in the arena. Actually, I don't think you've seen yet a Shazam season, considering how old your account is. But yeah, you kinda need Shazam, but for now Atrocitus will do as a good replacement support for that team. And for Black Manta team, use Just Like the Flash and Bane, but make sure Black Manta does have on his gears fast attack bonus, because Just Like Flash will boost the damage of your fast attacks, because it will add another fast attack. So let me get into this. You got stuff like critical attack chance, okay? The fast attack chance works the same. It is a chance for your fast attacks to trigger. When a fast attack to trigger, instead of 1 time, you'll hit equal to the number of fast attacks that the character has. Most characters have 2 fast attacks, so when they trigger a fast attack, they will hit double the damage and double the combo. By putting Just Like Flash in a team with Black Manta and having some fast attack on Black Manta, Just Like Flash's passive will make it so that Black Manta will have some pretty decent damage, because he will have 3 fast attacks instead of 2 fast attacks. Definitely check some Confluence Aquaman build guides, mine preferably, and Manta build guides, so you don't go wrong with them, and definitely invest into them. Okay, so next up, you should get Power Girl from the League Store eventually. And in terms of stories, you said you just finished Tier 3. So Tier 4 is going to be quite a challenge, because it has Last of the Joker. And we need to make some adjustments for this team. So when you reach boss Last of the Joker, you are going to do the following. You're going to put Heartbreaker Harley Quinn in the same team with Confluence Aquaman and Dr. Fate. And you're going to keep her there for the purpose of reflecting the stuns of Last of the Joker, because she has a passive that she reflects stuns. Last of the Joker will of course not get stunned because he's a boss, but by doing this, your Flan Sakoman will not get stunned either. So definitely put her in the team for that fight specifically. And when it comes to Black Manta, what you will do is you will get Bane out, or maybe just leak Flash out and put instead of him put Silver Banshee. And when the prisoner is going to be tagged in by Joker, if you don't know what I mean, you'll know when you see it. When the Joker is going to tag the prisoner, you tag in Silver Banshee, use her special 2 to get him out of the fight, and then you tag Black Manta back in. You should put Silver Banshee with Black Manta because after you tag Black Manta in, he will get stunned and he will take some damage. But unlike in Flansakon, Black Manta can take some damage. So yeah, in terms of future investments, you should focus. As far as you got characters now, Silver Banshee and Black Adam are going to be decent choices, but you shouldn't really worry about that one too much because right now you got 2 of the 3 best teams in the game. Well, more or less, you got the damage dealers for them, so that's everything that's important at this point, and you will really need to focus on those 2, on Black Manta and Sakoman. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. Thank you very much for submitting your roster, and this was the last roster of this episode. Thanks to everybody for watching. I enjoy making this series, but the upgrade format takes a very long toll on the time it takes to make those, so I'd really appreciate a like, a comment, maybe a subscribe, maybe hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next one.